Good morning, all of you. Today, I will tell you something about the subject of accountancy that we will be studying in class 11 and 12. In the previous video, we have discussed about what all things we are going to study in commerce. So, if you put commerce and accountancy together, the basic difference is that, as I told in the previous video also, that commerce will provide you with a theoretical foundation of all the concepts that commerce as a subject and as a stream contains, whereas accountancy will provide you with the basic idea about how to calculate meaningful results based on the financial information of a business. Because whenever we are talking about a business, there are so many activities that are happening, there are so many transactions that are happening, and some of them can be measured in terms of money, whereas some of them cannot be measured in terms of money. So when we study commerce or accountancy or economics, most of the time, or let's say 99%, we are only focused about those activities or transactions which are of a financial character, first of all. So commerce is something which is always related to such activities or transactions which are having an economic effect, which are having a financial effect. So accountancy first of all recognizes all those activities that are happening in the business which can be measured in terms of money. That means which are in part at least of a financial character. So commerce will provide us with the basic idea about business. That means first of all, what is business, how can it be conducted, what all things we need to arrange to start the business. So basically the theoretical idea commerce will give us, but accountancy will provide us the knowledge to calculate some meaningful results based on the financial information of our business. And the two most important informations that every businessman wants to calculate is the calculation or ascertainment of profit or loss at the end of the year, and the second is to ascertain the financial position of the business. Just like every student wants to know at the end of the year that what is his academic performance, whether he has passed to the next class or whether he was not able to clear the examinations, or what was his performance in a particular subject, how much marks he has scored, what is the percentage of marks that he has scored, or we also compare our result with other students, with our friends who are even studying in some other schools. So we make a comparison of our result also. So as a student, the mark sheet that you get at the end of the year is your academic result, academic performance, and it tells nearly everything about you as a student. Your overall performance is judged and is evaluated. In a similar manner, business also is conducted in a very professional manner, and at the end of the year we try to find out that what was the result of the trading activities of the business throughout the year, whether the businessman is able to earn some profit or he has suffered a loss. So all these things businessman wants to calculate. So this can be done only with the help of accountancy. So as it is written that it is important to analyze the economic success of the endeavor. Endeavor means your business. So if you have started a business, it is an endeavor that you have taken in the field of commerce, and at the end of the year you want to know that finally what was the result of my endeavor, what was the result of my decision of starting a new business. So the result in terms of profit or loss, you want to know that, and you also want to know that what is the financial position of my business. Profit or loss and financial position are two different things. So profit and loss is calculated by preparing a different statement, and financial position is ascertained by preparing a different statement. So the field of accountancy or accounting involves the measurement, processing and communication of the financial data of a particular business, corporation or economic entity. So we not only measure, we not only calculate it, That means you are not only going to calculate profit or loss, but you are going to process it also. Process it means that you are trying to calculate some meaningful information also, and you are also trying to communicate that result to somebody else. Just like when you get your report card is not only seen by you, but it is also seen by your parents, maybe your friends, your teachers. Also, some of your relatives may be interested in your performance. So whenever you get your result, there are so many people who are interested in knowing about your academic success, in your academic performance. In a similar manner, we not only calculate the profit or loss of our business, but we also calculate some meaningful information out of that data, and also we communicate it to some interested parties. And these interested parties are known as users. They are the users of accounting information, because they are using your accounting information to make some decision. So they see your accounting information, they see the result of your business, and then they take some meaningful decision. Decision can be simply whether to invest in your business or not, or maybe government is using your accounting information to calculate the tax liability. The investors are using your accounting information to take a decision whether to invest in your business or not. The public is using your accounting information. The customers are using your accounting information. The creditors, the banks, the lenders, they all use your accounting information for some purpose or the other. So they are using it to take out some meaningful information. So accountancy measures the result of the economic activities of an organization. Only economic activities, that means activities which can be measured in terms of money, or let's say the activities which are undertaken to earn some profit or for the creation of wealth. There are so many non-economic activities also which are undertaken only for personal and psychological satisfaction, mental satisfaction, but they are not undertaken to earn some profit. For example, suppose a nurse is doing a job in the hospital and she is getting a salary. So she is taking care of the patients in the hospital and she is getting a salary. This is an economic activity because she is getting paid for it. But if the same nurse is looking after her ill mother at home, then she is not getting a salary. She is also taking care of her mother at home. She is nearly more or less doing the similar type of work. But at this point of time, she is not getting paid for it. So this is a non-economic activity because she is doing it out of her love for the mother. So she is not getting paid for this service that she is doing. So this becomes a non-economic activity. So only economic activities find a place in commerce and accounting. Non-economic activities do not find a place in commerce, accounts and economics. So we are always bothered about economic activities which are concerned with earning of profits and creation of wealth. So whatever accounting information we have, it is used by users such as investors, creditors, regulators, management, government, public, customers, lenders. So there are so many people who use our accounting information to make some prudent decision. So in accountancy, basically we are going to deal with the financial aspect of the organization. That means how we are going to manage the accounts, how we are going to prepare various reports based on which we can take some meaningful decision, as well as the others who will be looking after our reports can also take some decision. So the study of accountancy will provide you with a comprehensive understanding of accounting and basic accounting concepts. So accountancy as a subject has certain rules, has certain laws. So we will first of all discuss the theoretical aspect of accounting, because from day one we cannot start off with the numerical portion without understanding the laws, without understanding the various rules that we will follow. So first of all we will study the theoretical aspect of accounting, the various laws, the various concepts, the various conventions. And once we are done with all the conceptual information, then we will move towards the numerical part. So you will learn about the emerging areas in the preparation of financial statements, expenditure, how to design an accounting database, and how to record business transactions. Very important, because without recording business transactions, nothing can be done in accounting. So the first thing that we do is that we record business transactions, and transaction means something which is of a financial character and can be recorded. So in business, transactions are recorded. Why they are recorded? Because they are of a financial character and they bring about a change in the financial position of the business. Suppose you are running a business and you have paid salary to your employees. So once you pay salary to your employees, it is a transaction because it has brought a change in your financial position. Your cash has decreased. So your financial position has gone down a little. Suppose you make sales, you are selling goods, you are providing some services and you are charging fees for it. So the moment you get the payment, the moment you get the fees, your cash position improves, your cash increases. So a transaction is something that has the capacity to bring about a change in the financial position of the business enterprise. So we record all business transactions, and at the end of the year, based on these transactions, we calculate some meaningful results. So various fields are there in accountancy. There are various fields. All those fields we will discuss when we start our formal classes. So examples of topics you will study in accountancy. We will study the accounting process. It is a accounting cycle of around 10 steps. There are around 10 steps in accounting cycle. So we will study all those steps. So we have financial accounting, which is concerned with the ascertainment of profit or loss and financial position. So what is the result of the trading activities in terms of profit or loss is calculated under financial accounting, and what is the financial position of the business is also calculated in financial accounting. Then there is a widespread use of computers in accounting these days. Most of the business organizations are doing their accounting work on a computer system. So there are various accounting packages these days, accounting softwares. Some are ready to use softwares, some are tailor-made softwares, some are customized softwares. So there are various softwares that are used today to perform the function of accounting. So a little discussion on how computers have made life simple for accountants. We will discuss this also. And then financial statement analysis. This will be done in class 12. Accounting for not-for-profit organizations. This will be done in 11th. Partnership firms and companies. This will be done in 12th. So some concepts we will do in class 11th. Some concepts we will do in class 12. So overall, this is going to provide you with a lot of benefits, because not only in business but in our day-to-day life also we follow accountancy every day. Your father prepares a budget of the month, your mother manages finance, maybe your mother is purchasing so many things out of the fixed salary that your father is getting or your mother is getting. So they are managing finances every month. So accounting is not only done by a businessman, but it is done by every person who is living on this planet. So every person is doing it in their own manner. Your mother is not interested in the profit or loss earned by some company or the financial position of some company, but she is concerned about the financial position of your family. So she is doing accounting depending on the financial condition of your family. So how much is the earning of your father or your mother, and how much is the monthly expense? Your mother or your father keep a proper track of all these transactions so that they don't run out of money, so that the family does not have a financial pressure, so that you do not face some financial crunch. So your parents are accountants. They are doing it on a daily basis. They plan their expenses. They plan various future expenses based on the present income. So it is the income only that decides how much you will spend in future. So financial accounting makes us prudent enough to handle finances even in our day-to-day life. So this subject is not at all related to business, rather it is related to our daily life. Any person who wants to manage finances, whether a housewife is managing the finances, whether a businessman is managing a finance, whether your father is managing a finance, So everybody is performing accounting in some way or the other. Maybe their purpose is different. Maybe the purpose for which they are performing this accounting is different. Maybe the manner in which they keep a record of all transactions is different. But ultimately, they all fall in the purview of accounting. That means they are somehow related to accounting because they are doing it in a more or less similar manner as a businessman does. So, this way, accounting is related to our daily life. It is not at all a subject that has just come out of the box today in front of you and you are going to study it. So, it is not at all a new subject. Everybody is aware of accounting, everybody does it. Everybody present on this planet, as I said, is doing accounting in some way or the other. So, we manage time, we manage studies, we manage money sometimes. So, there are so many things that we manage. So right now accounting is involved with the management of money, that's it. So we are not going to discuss how we are going to manage time or we are going to manage something else. So accounting is concerned with financial management and nothing else. So there are plenty of benefits. It will enable you to record and understand the financial reports and status of business, along with boosting your critical thinking skills. That means you will come to know that how can finance be managed, how can money be managed, how can you use this subject for your daily purpose, for your daily financial management. So every business requires accountants to maintain its records and governmental compliance. That means if you are running a business, it is a legal compulsion, it is a government regulation that you have to keep proper accounts of all your financial transactions, because at the end of the year, government will calculate your tax based on the accounting records that you have maintained. So this way, government becomes an external user of your accounting information. That means whatever accounting you are doing, government will see that and calculate the tax liability. So government is also going to see what you are doing throughout the year. So there are numerous career opportunities you can pursue after studying accountancy. The most popular is chartered accountancy. And even if you do not decide to become a chartered accountant, studying accountancy will help you in all finance related and business related fields. And as I told you in the previous video also, that even if you decide to start your own business or you decide to handle your own family business, these details, this information is of utmost importance, and without this information you will not be in a better position to manage it, and with this information you will be in a far better position to manage it properly. So accountancy means the soul of commerce. So it will help you to deal with finances, because as I said, commerce is something that always deals with money. Accountancy is something that always deals with money. So anything that cannot be measured in terms of money will find no place in accounting. So it is a subject which is related to our daily life, and I'm sure that all of you will enjoy it thoroughly, studying it thoroughly. And there are so many things that we will discuss together. And although the formal classes are not started, but still I will try to acquaint you with more information on accountancy in upcoming videos. And for now I think this introduction will suffice, and you will have at least some idea of what you will be doing in accounting. So the most important thing is that everything will be discussed only and only in terms of money. So accountant is always managing money, and I'm sure money is one of the most interesting thing in the world today. There's hardly anything that is not possible with money. Although it is said that money is not everything, but we should also not forget that money is required for everything. So money is not everything, but money is required for everything. So you will be managing money once you study commerce and once you study accountancy. So one of the most interesting thing, as I said, on this planet today, everybody running after money, everybody having some economic motive, having some financial concern. So accountancy will help you understand how finances are managed, how businesses keep their accounts. So in class 11th and 12th, we will study about so many accounting concepts related to various types of business organizations, whether it is a company form of business organization or a partnership or a sole proprietorship, which is one of the most famous and the oldest form of business organization. So after studying commerce and accountancy, you will be in a very, very good position, a much better position to understand how businesses operate and how they keep their finances. So commerce and accountancy and economics, they always go hand in hand, and they all are interdependent on one another. So I hope you have some little idea about what accountancy is all about and what we will be doing in accountancy and commerce in the coming 2 years. So means in upcoming videos we will discuss more on accountancy. So that's all for now. I hope you will enjoy the video, you will feel excited about studying accountancy. So the moment classes resume, we will study many things together. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Take good care of yourself. God bless you. Stay blessed.